documented. Yeah, I know my shit. Yeah, I know my shit. And basically, she has been around. The woman has been around. Like, this woman was able to pop out with hits after hits. And her portrayal of Selena is legend. Not one single person, if you don't ever watch J-Lo's movies, at least watch Selena. She was able to portray a real Latina singer and do it with such grace. Now, she should have won an Oscar. That's just me. She should have won one, but she didn't. I mean, she won rewards, but you know what I mean. I mean, that's why she's on this list, because don't nobody be at her age in her 50s and do what she's doing. Like, the woman has performed at Super Bowls. The woman's been performing at the NBA Finals. This woman has performed for politicians. This woman does it all. I mean, every time you turn around, J-Lo doing something that you just don't expect. She did a TV show for 2 seasons where she played a cop. Nobody saw that coming. She does this suspense thriller called The Boy Next Door. That was a good movie. It was underrated, but it was a good movie. And the fact that she was on American Idol for a couple, like 4 or 5 seasons, have an album come out, turn around, do a movie, a television show. She's a mom, stays in athletic shape. You know how many women at her age have a hard time going to the gym? J-Lo makes going to the gym look easy. And I'm going to let you on a little secret. When I was at the Grove working as a security guard, I was this close to almost bodying guard her. Almost had to come in on my day off to make sure nobody asked for an autograph. Because my supervisor told me, well, I almost called you in here because Jennifer Lopez came to Top Man. And it was going to make me stay. They were that close to doing it. The second time I came back to work, it was 2 months later, they got word she was coming to the Grove. She might have came into our store, and guess what I would have had to do? All right, it's LP, Alex here. Y'all got to back away from the door. Y'all would have not liked me at that time, because I would have had to actually do my job, and you'd be like, come on, man, show me some love at the door. So that's why Jennifer Lopez is on this list. She did songs with P. Diddy. She did songs with John Woo. Yeah, J-Lo did a lot of songs. Teamed up with Ashanti. She done a whole bunch of songs that it's hard to name them all. So in her own right, J-Lo is a legend, and she is on this list. Alright, next person coming in at number 4 is Janet Jackson. You cannot have this list completed without a Jackson. You gotta have a Jackson. She a Janet Jackson. She gotta be on 2 different videos, 2 different lists, because she's the shit. 3 decades. Come on now. Most people's careers die a decade too. She's been in the game for 3 decades, and it appears she's not going to stop because she got another album coming out. She just had a baby. Congratulations. And doesn't seem to be no slowdown. And when I say no slowdown, there's no slowdown with Janet Jackson. And let's not be honest. She elevated herself and got out of the shadow of her brother, and that's all you need to know. Coming in at number 3, and I know a lot of y'all are going to chase me down the street after you hear this name, Beyonce. Why is Beyonce at number 3? Because Beyonce, without a shadow of a doubt, has reached levels that it takes you your whole career to reach. You don't go from fighting and arguing with your dad on your first 3 albums to hooking up with Jay-Z, and then to have this longevity to where you last this long. Like, the woman can do R&B, the woman can do pop, the woman can do hip-hop, the woman can sing. The woman has performed at NBA Finals, Super Bowls, sing for the president. I mean, well, she was supposed to sing for Barack Obama, but they chose Mariah Carey over Beyonce, which we'll get to soon. But Beyonce did a lot of songs. When she first popped up on the scene, Pay My Bills, I'm a Survivor. She did songs with Master P. I know a lot of y'all don't remember that, but when she first came in the game, Beyonce kind of represented that I'm an independent woman. A lot of women love it. A lot of men to this day fucking hate it. Like, trust me, you ask any woman, women love them, pay my bills, do my automobiles. Like, because the song is played a lot on the damn radio. And we all knew that she was going to be the best person in the group to become a superstar. She took off, hooked up with Jay-Z, and did Crazy in Love. That's like a classic song now, because 15 years later, it got into what? 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, the fucking movie sucks, but you can't deny that song is why you wanted to go see the movie in the first place. They remixed Crazy in Love for the 50 Shades of Grey movie. Yeah, soundtrack is slamming and banging, movie fucking suck. And Beyonce's lasted this long. Nobody lasts this long with this long longevity to not get into no trouble. I mean, yeah, there's her beeps, but those were competitive beeps. I'm talking about people sabotaging your career. She lasted this long. All right, coming in at number 2 is Mariah Carey. Now, I am a huge fan of Mariah Carey. If you didn't know, now you know. I've been listening to all her songs in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the late 2000s. Some of her best songs are remakes. When she did Fantasy and turned around and made a remix, this woman has been around for 3 decades, okay? And most people, every time this one song, Fantasy, oh sweet, sweet, sweet fantasy, baby, you should know the lyrics to the song. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing for shit. My point is, I don't care what age you are. Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. You could have not even been born yet. And when you hear just one of Mariah Carey's songs, you just want to listen to all of them. I Want to Be Home for Christmas. Who does not like that? You don't like that? Something wrong with you. All right, coming in for number 1. Number uno. If you smell what the rock is cooking. We got a tie, ladies and gentlemen. The legend. Whitney Houston tied with Aaliyah. What can I say? This is the first time this has ever happened in video history that 2 of the best legends, 2 of the best icons tied at number 1. We have Whitney Houston, who's been in the game for 3 decades. The woman's packed out 10 albums. The woman has made hit after hit after hit. I'll Always Love You from The Bodyguard. To this day, people just love that song. She has songs that came before it. She has songs that came after it. But to this day, it seems like that's like the greatest song ever because it's in movies, television shows. People go to talent shows. What they bump? I Always Love You by Whitney Houston. She set the bar that if you want to come in this industry and you want to kick ass, you want to take names, you want to be the greatest of all times, you got to work. You got to work. You got to grind. You got to get creative. Yeah, in the beginning there were some missteps, but once she got on that stage and she turned that on, no one, and I mean no one, could touch her on that stage. You had to be on the same level to touch her. On the other hand, we have Aaliyah, another legend, another icon, a girl who came in the late 80s, early 90s. Nobody knew what to expect. She popped out songs like Back and Forth, Your Love is a One in a Million, Try Again, Rock the Boat. These were all badass classical songs by Aaliyah. And like I said in my last video, she has never gotten the opportunity to maximize her potential. Just imagine what could have happened in today's period if she was in her late 30s, mid 40s. Let's imagine her doing songs with Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, and all these girls today. Like you look at Andy Grande, right? Ella Grande would probably be like another callback to Aaliyah. She comes out at a period where new sound, new fresh, new take, and eventually you would have got that Michael Jordan Magic Johnson matchup. You would have eventually got her taking on all the people on this list and beating them. The reason why they both get number one and are tied at number one is because both got on to levels that everyone on this list are still striving to get to. Like, Mariah Carey's getting there. Like, you give Mariah Carey another great album, Mariah Carey's right there. Beyonce, J-Lo, Janet, they're right there. No one's touching them. It's them, everyone else, and then at the top of number one, nobody touches Aaliyah. Aaliyah in her prime, no one could touch Aaliyah. When she passed, it was the biggest tragedy we ever had. And we started looking at Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston became the GOAT. I'm doing it for the female division. I see Whitney Houston as Michael Jordan of this shit. And when I look at Aaliyah, I see Aaliyah as the Kobe Bryant of this shit. Both in their primes, nobody could touch them. Both are at levels that other artists today can't even reach. These two set the bar so high that if you wanted to get on their level, you had to work. There weren't no slacking off when it came to a battling Aaliyah. There weren't no trying to slack off when you were in the presence of Whitney Houston. These two made you work for the top spot. Their songs to this day are being played like crazy. You got a smartphone, you're going to hear some Whitney Houston. You go to a birthday party, a wedding, you're going to hear some Whitney Houston. You go into a nightclub and they throw in some late 80s, early 19 throwbacks, you're hearing some Whitney Houston and some Aaliyah. Before any other artist gets to be played, these legends, these icons, these immortals are going to be played first. Then you're going to hear Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, J-Lo, Beyonce, in that particular order. And then it's everyone else. This was a very difficult list to make. I know some of y'all may not like how I broke down the category. Some of y'all will thumbs up the video, some will thumbs down the video, some will agree, some will disagree. It's a part of life. I do not expect everybody to like all my videos. I do not expect to always get a good reaction. Until then, peace.